Hey everybody, welcome to Mix It Up. We're
Hi.
back. Super excited to be back. We were gonna do this show live tonight, but we've had some technical difficulties, so
Awesome.
yeah. It's pre-recorded. Hopefully this works. We've tried 2 or 3 times to do this and it keeps shutting out on us. So, but I think we're good for this one. I'm actually gonna move this a little closer. There we go. Sorry if there was any weird noise there. The smoke is blowing in my face. I've got some incense that I bought, and I'm really excited about it. See?
It's really pretty. Ooh,
So yeah, we're excited to be back. We've been busy.
Mhm.
We're both really tired tonight.
Yep.
You're a little sick.
Shut up.
But it's okay. We've
I'll
been
survive.
really busy. You were moving.
Moving to a new condo. Yay.
I
I just unpacked today, so that's awesome.
just unpacked today.
Yeah.
That's probably why you're so tired.
Yeah.
My mom was just in town for 3 weeks. So we've had a lot going on. I finally got a new car. Yay!
Yay.
I think the last show we talked about how I had my accident, was dealing with the insurance company and all of that mess. So I'm really glad to have a car. And yeah, my mom was here for 3 weeks visiting, and she went home on Thursday. So I was really glad that she was here. Got to spend some time with her. And you're about to go home.
I am. I'm going to go home for 5 days, which is awesome because I haven't seen my friends or my family for 2 years. So we'll be excited to see everyone.
You're not going to be here for my birthday, though.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're excited to be back. We're going to be doing, hopefully, a lot more shows over the rest of the summer, so be on the lookout for that. We're going to come back live with hot topics and stuff in the news next week, but tonight we just wanted to talk about a couple of little life moments that we've been going through.
Yeah.
Do you want to start?
Sure. If anybody I know sees this and they tell my roommates, well then, I don't care.
Or if your roommates see
Or
it.
my roommates see it. It's fine. We'll talk about it later. So I moved in to this 3-bedroom with my best friend and then this girl that he's really good friends with. And there was a lot of drama at the beginning and everything was fine. But like my best friend, who's a guy, he like, I don't know, he's been weird. And like the day we moved in, like he got a girlfriend all of a sudden, even though like he's for months has been complaining about not having one, and you know I've been there for him to like hang out and all of that. Suddenly he gets a girlfriend. It's like we don't exist. Like I'm not. Yeah, he's one of those people. It's great. Like he doesn't have time. Like he doesn't want to talk. He's always in his room, always shutting the door. And like the first day we moved in, he's like, "Oh, I know where to put all the boxes. I'm gonna take all the boxes and I'll throw them away for everybody." Oh, that's nice. Cool. Thanks. The boxes have literally been sitting in like the front area since we moved in. We moved in like June something. And so we're like, alright, like I texted him last night, hey, when are you gonna take the boxes out? And he's like, I took my boxes out. And I was like, rude. So we're just like, oh, well,
Thanks for helping out the rest of us.
Yeah, we're like, well, you said you'd take all the boxes out and, we'll help if you want. And he's like, well, I'm stuck in traffic right now, so I don't want to talk about it. And it's just like, it's ridiculous. Like, just take the boxes out. Like, I'll do it. Like, just my problem is, he said he would do it, and then he took out just his, and if he only had the intention of just taking his out, he should have told us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He should have let you know.
Yeah,
you
like
can't say, here, put them here, and I'll take them all out, and then only take the ones that you use. That's stupid.
Yeah, like, and especially because we had a lot of the same looking boxes, because we all bought our boxes from Walmart, so how do you even know which boxes were yours? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was stupid, and it doesn't help that, like, to help him out, we even took out some boxes and didn't even tell him. And, like, he's still, like, no thank you, none of that, just ridiculous. And, I don't know, I just feel like, and then my other roommate, who we've become really good friends, we've been hanging out a lot, she has problems with him, and when I try to confront him about it, like, oh, hey, we feel like we can't talk to you because you're always in your room, you're always with your girlfriend, and you're kind of condescending when we try to talk to you. And he'll confront her about it, like, oh, well, Lexi said that you're She's like, no, I'm fine. It's like, girl, don't come to me.
She's kind of almost being passive aggressive.
Yeah, like, don't come to me telling me that, oh, he makes me feel like this, blah, blah, blah. And then when he comes to talk to you about it, be like, nope, I'm good. Because she said she doesn't like confrontation. It's like, I don't like confrontation either,
yeah,
but
a lot of people don't.
You need to talk about it, you know? Like, it just, I don't know, it's frustrating.
There's a difference between there's a line between confrontation and conversation.
Yeah.
Like, you can have, sometimes there's confrontation within conversation, but if you're adult and act mature about it, then it's gonna, you know, you can have the conversation without being like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, roommates, I've definitely had my fair share of roommates over the years, ever since I've moved out. I'm very, excuse me, smoke is getting in me from the incense.
The incense is choking him. It's choking his life force.
Well, it's literally sitting right there, so. Anyway, I'm very blessed to have good roommates right now. But I have had situations before where it was kind of just like everybody for himself, you know what I mean? Like, there wasn't that. I feel like when you live with people, whether or not they're really good friends or not, you should almost sort of not really be like a family, but at least respect each other enough to, like, you know, pick up behind yourself, but at the same time, like, also be aware of what the other person's doing. So, like, if, for example, you know, if you ate dinner or something and left 1 or 2 dishes in the sink, it's not going to kill me to rinse them off and put them in the dishwasher. There's some people who would just leave it there and stuff, or like when you do your laundry, sometimes you don't remember to take it right out of the dryer or to put it in the dryer, you have to leave or something. Like, I've had situations before where my roommate would take my laundry out of the washing machine and not even put it in the dryer, they'd just throw it on the floor wet. And then I'd have to rewash it again, which, yes, it's my responsibility to dry it, but sometimes if things happen, you can't, like, it's just common courtesy. That's what, you know, when you live with people, it's just nice to use some common courtesy for a little thing. It's not like it's going to kill you to do, and just like with the boxes, like, it wouldn't have killed him to throw the other boxes away just because they weren't his, you know?
Yeah, and it really frustrates me because, like, I was having a hard time finding, like, people to move my stuff over for me, and I helped him. Like, I helped him move his stuff, and he, not only did he leave some of his stuff in my apartment, so I had to worry about moving that over too, but he didn't even offer to help. He wasn't even like, oh, hey, let me come get my stuff at least, so you don't have to worry about it. No, he just, oh, your stuff isn't here yet. Yeah, my stuff isn't here yet.
No,
you want to help?
Here.
You know,
you
like,
please?
rude.
Like, be nice.
So, yeah, it was just frustrating. I don't know. I feel like it'll work itself out, but right now it's just, I feel uncomfortable. Like, I literally wait for him to go to his room before I come out.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Like, I shouldn't have to feel like that.
Yeah, that's not very nice.
Especially because I just moved into this place and, like, I love it. It's so beautiful, and it's just, like, it's unneeded.
The other thing, too, with the girlfriend, I see that a lot, and I've always thought that's it's not fair to your other friends. Like, if you get into a relationship with someone, that's great. Like, you know, but it doesn't mean that you sacrifice all the rest of your friends.
Right?
Or only spend all of your time with that one person, because it kind of makes your friends resent you, and then when you need them, they may not be as willing to be there as they would have been, you know, before if you had continued to involve them in your life. So, totally understand that when I've been there too.
And I feel like, okay, you're going to break up with her, like what? Like, no offense, you might be together forever, but if you're not, probably, like, I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be your friend. I'm going to be like, oh, hey, haven't seen you in a while. Like, welcome back, partner. Like, what? Where you been?
And
oh, in your room.
Some people are not always that nice. So, good for you.
Yay.
For being nice.
Well, I need my friends.
Yeah, well, I agree. You know, that's one thing, you know, I love to have friends, and, you know, it seems like, can you tell me if you agree that it seems like it's getting harder and harder in today's culture to keep friends?
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily because of anything that you or I do or whatever, but just, like, people just don't have the same, I guess, camaraderie.
No,
I feel like it's easier in today's culture to just push somebody aside and move on to the next person. Like, which is sad, isn't it?
It is really sad. I feel like we have, like, this mentality where it's like, oh, they're not interesting right now, so I'm not going to spend the time, which a lot of people were, like, especially, like, since in our community that we live in, a lot of us are really introverted, even though we have these outgoing jobs. And so it's kind of hard, like, when you're not at work to make friends with people, because it's like, oh, I'm actually an introvert, and you don't want to talk to me because I'm not like that in real life. All right, cool. Like, awesome.
The entertainment world.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we're friends.
I am too.
Okay, well, my little life moment that I had this past week actually happened yesterday, and it was really funny, but annoying at the same time, because I was driving home from work, and the highway that I was taking was a little backed up, which it always is around that time of the day, and I was flowing with traffic. Whenever the traffic would move, I would move. I wasn't going any faster or slower than the people in front of me or beside me or whatever. And this lady that was behind me was honking her horn at me the whole time. And I would look in my mirror and I would see her yelling like, why are people not going? I'm like, it's not me. It's the whole other cars in front of me and traffic. Like, it was just me. I was the only other car on the road, and I was driving so slow that she couldn't get around me.
She couldn't handle it.
2-lane road. Or a 4-lane road. So she just couldn't handle it. But what is that?
You were so distracted.
Ew, that's like a fingernail. Isn't it?
It is a fingernail.
Where did that come from? Why? Why is it in here? That's so disgusting. Ew. Now I need to sanitize my hands for sure. Oh, gosh. So, even though this isn't live, things like that still happen. That won't be edited out. So, anyway.
They're forever on the internet.
I just don't understand, we live in a large city. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of tourists in Orlando. Like, I don't understand why people cannot just be patient when you're on the road. If you're in a hurry, I understand, but it doesn't mean that you have to honk your horn, because usually if you're in a hurry and you're running late, it's because of something that you did. If you either didn't get up early enough, or, I mean, yes, things happen sometimes, but she didn't really look like she was going anywhere important. Like I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. It really didn't look like she had anywhere special to be. So, it's
she had to go to Disney. It was very important.
She was on her way to, but we weren't going towards Disney. I was
Universal?
going away from, I was on my way to this house.
Oh.
And there's nothing out here except
his house.
Random stuff. Like, there's no theme parks, there's no attractions out where I live. So, it's just, I don't know. I was very, very, very frustrated with it. But why? Why do people act like that? I mean, everybody gets road rage sometimes.
I flipped someone off today.
But when you know that it's traffic is the reason why you can't go, it's pointless to do that, because there's nothing that you can do about it. So there's no reason to act crazy.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I flipped someone off today because it was really frustrating. I was trying to get into my complex, and we still had time, but like all the cars behind that person, like I knew I wasn't gonna get in. So the only option was go in front of that person. So I sped up, put my light on. And then as I was going over, they sped up. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm about to miss my entrance because you're being a jerk. Yeah. So I got in front of them, and I flipped them off. I was so angry. I was just like, why? Like, there's no need for that. Like, I'm not causing you any sort of delay by just letting me get into my apartment.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just
rude.
Clearly, I'm just trying to turn into there.
Yeah, like
that's another thing that frustrates me with people is when you see them and you know that they know that you're trying to change or merge or whatever to turn somewhere, and they don't let you. I'm just thinking that's stupid.
Yeah, it is. It's childish. It's
very
really like,
childish.
oh, you can't get in front of me. Like, we're not in the school cafeteria. I'm not gonna like steal your pizza. Like, I'm just trying to get over.
And it's things like that cause accidents because they're not obeying the law by when you put your turn signal on. If there's space, you can get over. Like, they should let you over. They shouldn't speed up, because then they're gonna speed up as you're trying to get over, and then they're gonna hit you, and it's gonna be their fault because they rear-ended you.
Hope you're a lawyer, pay up, or a doctor.
Pay your money. Pay your money.
Tow my car, please, and pay for my new one. Thanks.
Well, that's funny, because when I was doing all of my insurance claims, it's funny you say that, for my car and stuff when I had my accident, my insurance adjuster was telling me that a lot of people in Florida will go to touristy areas and maneuver it so that a tourist hits them and they use it because they want a new car. Like, they do it on purpose. They cause accidents on purpose so they can blame it on the tourist and then get
ruining vacations to get a new
stupid?
car. That's awful.
Don't
Karma.
ever do that.
Karma. Your new car is going to end up being a lemon. And
Which I'm going to say, I'm super excited. I was really happy I was able to get a brand new car.
Yay.
So happy. And it was the car payment, my payment is cheaper, and the car overall was cheaper than the car that I had. I still kind of miss my other car, but my new car has some fun things that my old car didn't have. I can actually start my car from my phone.
That's cool.
Yes. But it only stays for 10 minutes because you have to actually put the key in the ignition and turn it on for it to stay running. But I can lock it and unlock it from this app on my phone. OnStar is a great thing. So whenever you get a new car, get a new car with OnStar. They're not paying me to say that either. So it's just my own plug. So yet, because we probably are not going to have more than 19 views on this video. But that's fine.
That's an optimist.
Anyway, well, that'll probably be about it we're going to be back live, hopefully, if I can get all of this. This computer is a very cheap computer, and it died on me a couple of weeks ago. That's another reason why we haven't done any shows, because I haven't had my computer. And it's coming back, and it's still having issues. So, not really sure about that. But hopefully I can figure it out. It probably is just something easy that I am looking over, but we'll hopefully be live next week. We're going to do 2 shows next week for sure. On what days did I say?
I don't remember.
Let's look.
Something in Wednesday.
Look it back up. We're going to try to get a little bit more of a flow to these, like more or less they're always going to be on a specific day, either live or pre-recorded, so that we can kind of get a consistency going, because that's been what we've lacked a little bit. Okay, where's that text I sent you? It's right here. Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yay!
Yeah, so look back for us on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll hopefully be live. Until then, follow us on Twitter. Me at Caleb Graham.
And me at KitKat Lexi.
And Mix It Up TV on Twitter. And follow us here on YouTube, also youtube.com/mixituptube. You can see all of our other shows. And we'll be back live next week. Tweet us if you want us to talk about anything specific. We're going to bring some hot topics that we're passionate about right now, and some other things in the news. I'm going to talk some more about The View.
Of course.
They finally announced that Rosie O'Donnell's going to be back on, so I'm really excited about that. Because she always brings the controversy. So... But check back for us next week. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter, and we'll keep the conversation going over there. See you soon. Bye.